I smiled when my sister-in-law stood up at my baby shower and said, I have news. Then my husband gripped my chair, whispered, please don't, and I knew. I was 7 months pregnant, sitting in my mother-in-law's backyard in Fort Worth, trying to enjoy one peaceful day before my daughter, May, was born. My mom brought cake, my aunt brought a handmade quilt, and my friends brought diapers and wipes because they knew I was more nervous than excited. For once, I felt loved. Then Beth stood up. Beth was my husband John's stepsister, but they were raised like siblings. Same house, same parents, same family photos. She always acted like I had stolen John from her, and John always defended her. She's insecure, he would say. Just ignore her. So when Beth tapped her glass and smiled, I already felt my stomach drop. I know today is about Joan and John's baby, she said, and I don't want to take away from that. My best friend muttered, then don't. Beth placed a hand on her stomach. But since everyone is here, I wanted to say I'm pregnant too. Everyone started clapping. My mother-in-law screamed. Someone said, the cousins will be so close. I clapped too because I didn't want to look bitter at my own baby shower. Then I looked at John. His face had gone completely white. His hand was stiff on the back of my chair. He looked at Beth like she had just exposed him in front of everyone. Then he leaned forward and whispered, not here. Beth heard him. Her smile slipped for half a second. Then she looked at me and smiled wider. That was when embarrassment turned into fear. After that, Beth couldn't keep her timeline straight. First, she was still early. Then 10 weeks. Then almost 3 months. John barely spoke for the rest of the party. On the drive home, I asked him, did you know she was pregnant? He said, no, too fast. I said, you look scared. He snapped, can I not be surprised? For the next week, John started turning his phone face down. He took calls in the garage. Beth stopped texting me completely. Then his mother accidentally said Beth would be 12 weeks on Monday. 12 weeks lined up with John's work trip to Salt Lake. The same weekend Beth had posted a hotel bar photo, then deleted it. I checked the phone records. I'm not proud of it, but my gut was screaming. There were late-night calls between them. Calls at 1 in the morning. Calls from Salt Lake. Calls when John told me he was asleep. I confronted him in our kitchen. Is Beth's baby yours? He didn't look shocked. He looked trapped. Then he said, you need to calm down. That was when I knew. He left that night and didn't come home. The next morning, Beth texted me, you're sick. Pregnancy hormones don't excuse disgusting accusations. I had never told Beth what I asked John. My mother picked me up that night. John's family called me unstable, jealous, and hormonal. They said I was destroying the family. I filed for separation before May was born. Months later, Beth tried to claim another man was the father. He demanded a paternity test. He was not the father. John finally admitted the truth in mediation. He said it wasn't like that because Beth was only his stepsister. But they were raised together. She was his sister in every way that mattered. Now I live in a small apartment with my daughter. It isn't fancy, but nobody lies to me here. Nobody tells me I'm crazy for noticing the truth. Beth later messaged me, you destroyed this family. I never answered. Because sometimes peace means not explaining yourself anymore. So be honest. If your husband whispered, not here, during your sister-in-law's pregnancy announcement, would you wait for proof, or would you trust your gut and leave?